morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay, I know. So the reason I was taking so long to start is I thought I had set up the fundraiser that I wanted everyone to be able to donate to, and I can't find it. Or are you guys seeing it? It should be a goal that says hashtag we stand with Ukraine, and it's the company or the organization Sunflower of Peace that they're sending medical supplies to Ukraine to help those that are injured. And I don't see it. I'm so happy to see sunflowers and Ukrainian flags in the chat. Please feel free to spam those. We need it. I'm sad. I wanted to see I'm looking on, like, I opened up a window on like Firefox on a different tab from Chrome so I can see what is being seen, and I don't see it. Yeah, okay, I don't know what's happening. I thought I set it up correctly. Let me try to fix it really quick, because it says, is it because it has already reached its goal? Is that perhaps? No, because it says it was $1,000 goal. They have 5 days left and they've reached $2,200 of the $1,000. Is my audio a bit low? Here, I will turn up my audio for you. Is that better? I wanted to donate to Sunflower of Peace. I don't understand. It's in the description. Okay. I love seeing all the sunflowers. Please. Is there a way I can add emojis to my stream title? I can add some sunflowers to my stream title. There has to be. Hold on. I'm going to try and sunflower emoji. There's got to be a way to do it. Can I? Yes, I am going to add that. Just a nice little sunflower. Okay. And you still do not see the fundraiser. Okay. Maybe it's on mobile. Let me try and edit it to make it do it again, maybe? Maybe that'll help. Or do I have to change it? I mean, I can change to a different donation, but I would be really happy giving to them. Let me see if I can, search it. Well, here's one that still needs funding. It is a $10,000 goal. Can we start our own that just auto donates, maybe? Is that let me see if I can do one that will just send the donations to Sunflower of Peace. Am I allowed to do that? Can I just start my own, maybe? Because I would like to send some money over as well. Oh, create a fundraiser. What nonprofit are you raising money for? We are raising it for Sunflower of Peace. Wait, please select the nonprofit. Why do they make this so hard to do? I am so sorry. It told me before I started the stream that everything was ready. I apologize. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'm looking. Sunflower of Peace. Yeah, they are an emergency assistance organization for food, clothing, and cash to go. Why will it not let me? How do I do this? I'm so sorry. Now you guys are with me live as I'm trying to figure out how to set up this fundraiser so we can go and do this. There we go. Sunflower of Peace. Oh, I did it. Okay. Title of our fundraiser has to extend with Ukraine. Okay, I think I did it. I think we accidentally made our own fundraiser is what I did. Describe the fundraiser to your viewers. We are raising money to help send medical supplies to Ukraine. And then I have to send you a thank your donors required. Thank you for donating. And sunflower. Okay. Oh, so fundraiser goal. What should we set our goal? Let's just do like $1,000 because I don't want to force anybody to like, you know. Let's do a start date of today and let's do an end date of the end of March. And then I will just have this fundraiser and it says that the funds will go to Sunflower of Peace, not to me. And I turned off monetization. Oh my God, my head went away. I'm so sorry. I went headless. And then that way we can do this. Did I do it right? Okay, hold on. I'm going to save. And then I'm going to do this little thing really quick. Let me see if something has showed up. Okay. So let me double check. I am sorry that I was headless for a little bit. I don't know how to do this. I don't know why it is not working. I don't know what this is, I don't know how to make it work. I don't know how I messed up the, I'm sorry. I thought I did this properly. Well, this sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I did. I thought I did it. I thought I changed it. It says when I go to edit. I can't show you the screen because it has my stream key on it, so I'm sorry that I'm just kind of talking. Okay, so it is this something where you will not see the donation till after the stream is ended? Because I think that's I will figure this out. Now I am just determined. Okay. Yeah, how do donations work on YouTube? I am looking for that. Okay, so I'm now reading instructions how to do this. So you go to your campaign, you select your video. Oh, wait, hold on. Am I in the wrong place? Go to your campaign page. I don't have a campaign page. I'm trying. I am so sorry, guys. I know I'm wasting the first portion of the stream, I guess, just trying to figure this out. Yeah, there's no promotion. Is it because I turned off monetization? It should not matter. Here, I'll turn monetization back on, and then will it show up? Okay. Is it there now? Let me see. Well, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, because doesn't matter. Did I go headless again? Are you kidding me? What is going on here? Oh, human head. Oh no. We don't like that. Pyramid head. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna stop fucking with this because I clearly am not having a good time right now. Okay. Right here, help the people of Ukraine. Get involved, donate now. They have a $5,000 goal. Go donate. Let me see if I can donate right now. I will go send. Okay, I'll donate now. I would like to send 500. Don't think I can show you guys my personal information, so one moment, please. As I do this. Sorry, one moment. Why does the head keep disappearing? It must be something I'm clicking. I am so sorry. Okay, let me do this again. Give me just 1 second. Right, and what is my billing address? That is my billing address. And I would like to donate right now. Give me 1 second. I'll let this process. And I'll see if I can show you. Okay, there we go. I've just donated $500 to help the cause. If you can also donate, that is fantastic. I think I can close the screen now. But if you can donate, I recommend it. Please do help support Sunflower of Peace. It is right here on their main page, and I have it right in the description box. I am so sorry that it has been disappearing. So the way I was going to have the stream today, what I thought was going to happen is we could do the donations in the stream. And what I wanted to show was that on my TikTok, like many of you that watch TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of the like what's going on. And so I just wanted to share from what I've been seeing what's actually happening and then donate to it, because I know the Russians are trying a lot of propaganda and things. And so I was just like, you know what, we never go through my TikTok, and maybe this is a time to actually look through it and see what's happening. So the donation, Mr. Common Sense, is to this nonprofit, which is Sunflower of Peace. Sunflower of Peace is, they were created, I believe, 2015, but they send supplies. They send medical supplies and stuff like that to help the people who have been injured. So they will send first aid here. It actually says right here on their front page. We are acquiring and distributing first aid backpacks, medicine, medical instruments, and other means of survival that are saving hundreds of lives. These supplies meant the world to people affected by violence when we started the first fundraiser in 2015, and they mean all the world to Ukrainians now. So this is what they are. So that's where I just donated $500 to all of a couple minutes ago. If you can also donate, that would be fantastic. If you cannot donate, that's okay too. This company has been around for a little bit. I'm gonna go back, and now that this has, you guys still cannot see the fundraiser, I thought maybe monetization would fix, like, because I had it off. So I thought, oh, turning it on will help us see it. It does not. So I'm turning the monetization back off of the stream because I don't care about monetization for this. I just want to share some of the videos and heartbreaking things that I have seen, you know, on TikTok through some of the Ukrainian folks and what's been happening, because one, I think it needs to be seen, and two, I live in, you guys know I live in Colorado, and I have most certainly seen some people who are saying, you know, oh, this would have never happened under Trump, like that kind of shit. And I'm just like is that really what we're gonna go with? Because I just don't know. I just don't know if that's the right thing. So please donate to Sunflower of Peace if you can. All right, with that being said, I'm going to turn off the Spotify and we'll go over to my TikTok likes, and we're going to go see what is going on in Ukraine. This one I just liked a little bit ago, but I saw this. You accepted Zelensky's application for membership, and he's fully recognized as president of Ukraine. So Putin is getting desperate. So here's what's going on, a 7th day of invasion in Ukraine, and I just want to share kind of all of this. Please make sure, again, do not donate anything to me. Please send it Sunflower of Peace, please. Okay.
Another day, another Russian lie. Today is 2nd of March and it's the 7th day of Russian invasion in Ukraine. And here's yet another bullshit that Kremlin just came up with. Ukrainian intelligence services confirmed today that former Ukrainian President Yanukovych, the part of the Russian government that was overthrown as a result of Revolution of Dignity 8 years ago, he just came to Minsk. Here's this piece of shit, by the way. 2 pieces of shit. According to Ukrainian intelligence sources, it looks like Putin's plan is to announce that guy, Viktor Yanukovych, a legitimate president of Ukraine, and negotiate with him the plan of capitulation of Ukraine. Do you see what the fuck is happening? Another day, another Russian lie. Today is 2nd of March and it's the 7th day of Russian invasion in Ukraine.
Okay. Can I just use my...
And here's...
Okay, I can't use my spacebar to stop. So he's now pretending that there is apparently a fake president of Ukraine so that he can negotiate with the fake president of Ukraine. Which is nuts, honestly. I think that's crazy.
It's time to learn some new Ukrainian swears. I would respond to this message by saying "Ёб твою мать, сукин сын." Ёб твою мать, сукин сын. Fuck your mother, son of a bitch.
If we have any Ukrainian friends in the chat, does anybody can anyone validate that? It sounds right, but I'm not 100% sure. What is this? Luca? Ukraine violates international law of the treatment of minorities. Ukrainian agencies are once again targeted at undermining the Minority Lviv Council banned performance of any works in Russian Kond. I don't know what you're getting at, but they're currently being invaded. A sovereign country is being invaded by a fucking madman in Russia. So get fucked. Like, we're gonna focus on important stuff right now, unless I'm not understanding fully.
I want to spend some time with you.
I wonder if this sounds will get copywritten.
Just the two of us.
That has nothing to do with Ukraine. I just thought that was really cute. That's my bad. There's still... The TikTok is so weird right now because I'll get Ukrainian stuff and then I'll get stuff like this. Cass just holding the beer can. Sorry about that. Maybe we needed eye bleach. That's okay.
Respectfully, President Zelensky has ruined all men for me. Like, he has set the bar too high. If my man can't act, dance, and withstand the invasion of a nuclear-powered dictator, I don't want it.
She does make a point. Zelensky has absolutely set the stage. I know this is kind of jokey, but set the stage for so many politicians. If you can't, I mean, look at our own politicians. They could not fight in a war. Could you imagine, what's his name? McConnell? Mitch McConnell, the turtle, attempting anything? Wait, Axo Gama, I'm sorry, I'm never going to say your name right. I saw your comment on another video, but you say, one thing I found really disrespectful about the situation is that people are making Roblox edits that are like, who's going to win? I found it on YouTube Shorts at 12 a.m. I hate that shit. I found something the other day like that where people are making those kinds of jokes or whatever, and it's a whole like channel on TikTok where it's like this elder millennial late Gen Xer person, and they are like sitting in their empty bathtub with a pot over their head, and they're like, when your kids want dinner but you're scared because World War III is coming. I'm like, wow, you say that from such a position of privilege, and you just are doing it to do views. And even though her whole message thing was like flooded, yeah, people are still doing that because people just don't fucking get it. They think everything's a fucking meme, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of a big deal, but okay.
Putin has spent 20 years of his reign obsessed with his image. He cares very deeply about how the outside world views him. And he frequently releases statements and photo shoots and media that are meant to craft his mythos and project like a message about him. The very famous shirtless horseback riding photo shoot is an example.
And she doesn't show it. But have you guys ever seen that photo? Here, I don't... Putin horse. That should be good enough. Okay. This is the image she's talking about. Like this, and it is giving very much Kim Jong-un vibes. Like, he's trying to make this thing that he's like, oh, I'm so manly and tough. Y'all are gonna get mad at me for this. Hold on. I think I saw this the other day, but he's got Joe Rogan nipples. I will not elaborate, but he's kind of got Joe Rogan nipples. Anyway, on things I probably ruined today, my apologies. Gross. He likes to think he's this powerful fucking macho dude, but what she's gonna say is he's literally never been able to achieve this level where the world believes him, but he did it for Zelensky within a week. So just, we keep going.
And while you should not romanticize or stan any political figure, it's a terrible idea. The thought that Putin has watched Zelensky become everything he ever wanted to be in the eyes of the world is objectively hilarious. Putin has spent 20 years trying.
So he's been trying to be this man, this manly man. And within a week, Zelensky is like, killed it. Like, absolutely killed it, being a badass. I can just use my mouse this whole time. Okay. So here's, of course, U.S. politicians being stupid. Tomi Lahren, or whatever the fuck she is. I think she's just a news reporter. I don't even know what she is. She's just someone who should not have a megaphone, but does. The Russian invasion is tyranny, but forcing Americans to wear face diapers and get 3 ineffective COVID shots is our patriotic duty. Weird. She tweeted this yesterday. Disgusting. And it's like, oh, that's the equivalent you're making. Disgusting. I hate it. So we don't need to listen to the whole thing. It's one of those TikToks where they just sit under the tweet. But anyway, yeah, that nuts.
Ukraine says that Russia is trying to revive the USSR. Russia's foreign minister.
Side note, I really like that Philip DeFranco has gotten on TikTok. His TikToks have been very informative to me.
Today said that Ukraine doesn't have a right to sovereignty. Germany has suspended the Nord Stream 2 pipeline from Russia, a major blow to Russia's economy. The U.S. says that yesterday was the beginning of Russia's latest invasion into Ukraine. Ukraine is considering cutting off diplomatic ties with Russia. The UK has sanctioned 5 Russian banks and 3 Russian oligarchs, and the U.S. banned U.S. citizens from investing, trading, and financing with the 2 breakaway republics Russia.
So I think you guys know, for the most part, that Russia has little to no way to transfer money anywhere. Like, it's not happening. So they're just kind of stuck with their money. And I believe I saw something this morning that now Russian citizens may have their bank accounts confiscated. 100-year anniversary of the USSR forming too. Is it really? Wait, hold on. If that is, then that explains everything about this delusional old man. When was the USSR formed? Oh my God. You're right. Look at this. December 30th, 1922. 100 years later is 2022. So what would have been the USSR? Yeah. 100 years. Yeah, he's fucking trying to bring back. That's okay. I'll live with that. What a fucking loser, though. What a loser. Anyway.
Russia recognized yesterday. As Russia marches forward and things continue to escalate, follow me to stay in the loop because
this is just really sad. I've seen videos like this pop up where they are surrendered Russian soldiers that are like calling their parents and telling them like, I'm scared and what's happening.
Потому что эти суки даже 200-х не забирают мертвых. Они, блядь, раненых убивают сами. Когда будут ли пленных менять, это вообще вопрос. И в Союз потерял.
So what he's talking about is the fact that something that was found early on, I think, with a early Russian convoy last week, was in the back of one of the trucks was essentially a mobile incinerator, if I remember correctly. And that incinerator is essentially so that if like the troops die, you literally burn them into ashes and keep going because there will be no bodies, if that makes sense. So he's crying because to the Russian government, he's not a soldier. He's just cannon fodder, essentially. And I think he's realizing it, which is devastating. Like, even the troops don't want to fight.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty
Don't worry about that. That is not a meme. That is
fly for a white girl.
Me being cold all the time.
Pause to read.
And then, of course, I have to throw in some American politics. Marjorie Taylor Greene, we covered her, God, a year ago or something, year and a half ago. Someone in the comments says that this seems to be satire on Reddit, and they can't actually find this. But it's her, Marjorie Taylor Greene, saying she's unapologetically a pro-life Christian and against abortion no matter what. Even if the baby is a product of incest, she's still a precious gift from God. Heck, I know one such example who grew up to be a controversial congresswoman from Georgia. Don't know.
I like your.
I just really liked this diamond. S&P, I'm assuming it's salt and pepper diamond. I thought that was a really pretty shaped diamond. I'm sorry, sometimes my TikTok shows me like stuff that's going on in Ukraine and then other content. It's this very weird dichotomy. Mr. Common Sense, you don't seem to have much common sense at all in this chat, if I'm going to be real fucking honest with you, my dude. Like, what's the difference between Russian and Ukrainian? Like an entire, like 2 countries? You can't figure out the difference between 2 fucking countries? And then when we're talking about how, they don't even want to take home their dead, they're just sending out these young fucking troops to be slaughtered. And you're going, why do they need burials? Yeah, you can fucking delete your messages and whatever the fuck. I'm gonna ban your ass, you stupid fuck. Like, not even, just no respect for human life. You're fucking sick. Like, get out of here. You're actually fucking sick. So, no. Respectfully, you can fuck all the way off. Everyone is entitled. These children, essentially, these 17 to 20-year-olds that are going out into war as fucking fodder, they don't have a choice in the matter. They were lied. You timed him out, Air. You can just go ahead and ban him. He can be banned. Stupid fucking Russian apologist. Like, go suck Putin's nuts on a different stream, but not this one. Fuck him. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck him. Not much common sense for Mr. Common Sense. A lot of stupidity. Get fucked. We'll continue now. Okay, that's just me liking a sandwich recipe.
Wait, I'm mind...
Oh my god, all my ADHD stuff. What are you guys saying? Blair slamming facts. Don't apologize. Russia, for the first time, has said how many casualties are on their side in an official statement. Oh, yeah, Air, hiding him is a ban. He can't come back on that account. Yeah, and burials do nothing for the person. You're right, Regis, because they are dead. But it means a lot to the family, and a grave is a place to mourn them, and you're right. They don't. Like, they don't get that option, because they're essentially saying, like, a lot of these troops, which I have some of these TikToks, they go, oh yeah, we're doing drills. We're just doing drills around the border. You know? We do drills. And then all of a sudden they're invading Ukraine, and they're saying, we didn't ask for this. We didn't want to do this. We were told suddenly to do this. And I just, no. How is that fair to them? How is that fair to these kids that are like, oh yeah, we're just doing a drill. And then all of a sudden, hey, you're going to go invade a sovereign nation. And they don't want to. They're laying down their arms and they won't fight. They're running out of gas, with some speculating that it might be that they're actually putting holes in their own gas tanks so they run out of gas and can't even make it. These are people going to fight that don't want to fucking fight. It's because of one fucking madman at the top. So, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not fucking tolerating that bullshit fucking narrative in here. Fuck him, and fuck anyone who's gonna think like that. I don't even care about all these little F-bombs I'm dropping. It is nothing. My words are nothing in comparison to what's happening out there. I'm going to go back to doing what we plan to do on this stream now. And if I see another goddamn Putin apologist in this chat, I swear to fuck. Digital guillotine for you. No more of that shit here ever.
I'm not afraid to take a stand.
So, U.S. troops are beginning to arrive in Poland. This is something... I don't know if I can disclose who I spoke with last night. I don't think I can, but... I spoke with someone last night who is involved with NATO, who has been involved with NATO. And because I was seeing TikToks last night about how U.S. soldiers are getting crab legs, steak, that kind of shit, in their mess halls. And typically, you guys know my dad used to be in the military. When someone in barracks and stuff so in times when there's not war, here's how my dad explained it to me. So when it's times where it's not war, the officers will eat well. When it is times of war, it is the enlisted folks who eat well because they need their needs met before the officers. And as of like the past week, US troops, certain ones deployed in certain areas, have started to be given crab legs, steaks, nice oxtails, like good food. And typically that means that's a sign that something's coming, that you're going somewhere. So there will be some TikToks in here because I saved it and I sent them to my dad because I was like, hey, I know what happens. Is this happening? And, you know, he was like, well, I'm not in the military anymore, so I can't say. However, he was like, typically when something like this happens, it is an indicator that these things are going to possibly happen instead. So, yeah, we do obviously have areas in Poland that U.S. troops can go to. So that's where these are going. But the sign that they are going, you know, I got really scared last night. And I think I have it somewhere in here. But that the Russians bombed, whether it be accidental or purpose, they bombed not an embassy, but a consulate in Kharkiv. And it is a consulate belonging to Slovenia, a country that is NATO affiliated. And if you don't know what that means, NATO affiliation is if you attack one, you attack all. And so I was asking, who's back? Hey mods, can we make it a ban, not a timeout, please? If that person's back. Where is he? You guys said the mods, do you guys see him anywhere? I know you guys are kind of lurking. I see a message is being retracted. Did I miss it? It must be the Jaja? Yeah. Oh, Jaja's Mr. Common Sense. Yeah, if we can just, whenever his little stupid fucking alt accounts, yeah, just fucking can their asses. I literally do not care. If you want to suck Daddy Putin's nutsack, don't do it here. The end. Pretty simple. Yeah is Dutch for yes. Could have better used no. Yeah. Isn't that also like haha in Spanish speaking countries? It has many meanings. Anyway, so the point is, Slovenian consulate was bombed yesterday by Russia. And when you look at consulates and you look at embassies, those are regarded as the other country's territory and their soil. So therefore, the question that I think the UN has to, or not the UN, but NATO has to think about is, now that this consulate has been destroyed in the bombings, is that an attack on all with NATO? That's the question. And I'm curious as to how it will come about, because I don't think anyone wants NATO to be fully involved. But I'm curious. Set it to subscribers only chat. I don't know how to do that. I love that you definitely are Let me see if I can edit it just to do that you have to be following or something to comment, maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll switch it to subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribed, you're going to have to just hit the subscribe button and then you'll be able to keep chatting. I'm switching it to the subscriber mode. So there we go. Sorry about that. Hopefully the little fuck will chill out. We can't help Ukraine because they're not part of NATO yet. Correct. But they bombed and destroyed a consulate in Ukraine that belongs to the country Slovenia. And Slovenia is part of NATO. Thank you. Yellow 1173. Slovenia is fully part of NATO, but Slovenia would have to invoke Article 5, which they haven't done and most likely won't do over a consulate. Correct. That is the conversation that has to be had. So I hope, I really like, you know, and I don't know what I hope for because I don't know what's the right answer. If I knew what the right answer is, I would have said it. So anyway, we will continue.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People fight and think the world.
I'm turning the audio down just in case, because I know some of the music is definitely, YouTube doesn't like the music, but this person is making their way to Ukraine and that they're going to go fight. And I've been really torn on this because I know this person, I guess, is Repnik TV, which is, they're a verified TikTok person and they're going to Ukraine to fight. And I looked into it. There's a couple things going on. Essentially, I don't want to disclose too much, but I have to get surgery soon because I'm not okay. I'm not well. And I don't know if I can actually go over there, but if I could go over there even to help, I probably would go. I'd probably spend 3 days just recording a ton and a ton and a ton and a ton of episodes so that we could just keep running and just go, like record a month or two of stuff in advance and then just go. But I'm supposed to have surgery in like a month, so I don't think I can actually go, and so I just don't know what to do. So I just feel like guilty. I feel guilty is what it is. Anyway. Oh, I muted everything.
Who the fuck you think you're
sorry. This is just another of the, Russia saying go home, and he's like, no, he's an Aquarius. And yeah, as a fellow Aquarius, we claim him. Finally, Aquariuses are never in the news. So I'm like, he's an Aquarius. I love it. I love it.
if my body was on fire?
And this is other stuff happening in the world too. As this is happening, North Korea fires unidentified projectile eastward, South Korean military says. From Seoul, I always say Seoul, North Korea fired a ballistic missile towards the East Sea on Sunday, South Korea's military said. So they're firing missiles. And that should fucking scare everybody. It should absolutely scare everybody. So, Jeremiah, we can see your comments. I think I set it to being like a minute. So it's not super long or anything.
Because I don't have a lot of life experience. And I was like, okay, why don't I have a lot of life experience? And it's because like my parents have been strict my whole entire life, and they just...
I don't think a lot of parents understand the importance of developing your child socially. You see, it takes way more than good grades and work ethic to prepare your kid for the real world. If they don't know how to properly communicate or socialize growing up, they are going to have a much harder time when they are finally on.
That does not have to do with Ukraine, but I think it's still important to think about anyway. See, this is the thing. My TikTok shows me stuff like this and totally unrelated. And I'm like, oh my God, the bath is so pretty. It's cool. But then it's back to war. It's a very weird timeline to live on, if that makes any sense.
I always come back.
You guys know about the ghost of Kyiv, I assume? Air says, I have a friend in Poland who is housing Ukrainian refugees, which makes me proud. I know Krakow is doing little things. I have family in Krakow, in Cracovia. They tell me what's going on, like what their local news is saying and stuff. Fucking scary is what's going out there. Obviously, they have more of the tangible, closer bits of what's happening, whereas we don't have that. But yeah, the ghost of it. It's not Kiev. Kiev is Russian. Kyiv is what we're saying, which is better. But I believe the actual pronunciation is Kyiv. Kyiv, right? I think it's Kyiv. Maybe I'm still pronouncing it wrong. That's possible. I pronounce a lot of things wrong.
Does anyone else have like active survivor skill watching the stuff go on in Ukraine? Like I can't. I don't know how to function. It's not. Does anyone?
I don't know how to explain that, but I feel like an insane amount of survivor's guilt. Especially like, no, I'm gonna reject talking about what I was gonna say. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm not ready to talk about that yet.
Has anybody else been thinking about the fact that now that we're seizing real estate all around the world from the Russian oligarchs, how much lost World War II art one may find in these Italian villas and other places they might be hanging out? I've been thinking about that all day.
And that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Is how much World War II art are we going to potentially find in the Russian oligarchs' possessions? I don't know. I think it's a very interesting question. That's what I'll say. Very interesting question. Yeah, this missile struck the consulate of Slovenia during an attack on the Freedom Square, and I believe it destroyed it.
Kim Petras voluntarily works with the same producer that sexually assaulted Kesha and has gone on record stating that she does not believe the allegations. It's time to stop supporting her.
Sorry, I forgot to mention this in between everything, but also fuck Kim Petras. Next.
Animals that I refuse to acknowledge the existence of based on principle. All right, everyone get prepared.
You know, this is probably a good change of pace.
For what I'm about to show you. Oh, Tucker, it's just a snake. It can't be. Look at it. Look at this ridiculous man. This is the Arabian sand boa, known for its dumb little face, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put a dunce cap on this guy. There we go. That makes more sense. This handsome fellow is a Gouldian finch, or a Goldian finch. I don't know how to pronounce it. But there's nothing wrong with it on the surface, right? It's actually a pretty respectable bird. Wait till you see the goddamn babies. I'm just gonna be quiet.
How terrifying are those little baby birds? He goes on to say that apparently those little blue things, they light up, apparently. Like light direction to donate to the mouth hole or something.
Alexa!
Anyway.
Shuffle, grinding, and a sweaty.
I'm going to be listening to that playlist anyway.
Slow down.
Okay.
You're lazy like me. You hate
I definitely apparently tried to get away from Russian TikTok for a while. Ukrainian stuff.
Putin, get ready. We're gonna dig the grave for you.
That will cover the funeral expenses for Mr. Putin. They're gonna help him dig his grave. Isn't that nice?
Putin, get ready. We're gonna dig the grave for you.
Okay, guys, go to your FaceTime app. Go to create.
I love this too, that the Russian Ukrainian soldiers are flexing on the Russians.
Who here thinks we're sitting around like the Americans in the 1930s going, there's no way there's going to be a world war. Please. I mean, he might be a lunatic, but a world war, this is America. Never going to happen.
I am curious about that. That's what I have been thinking about. And then this guy just put it all into words that I was like, we are kind of taking this, I don't want to say like isolationist point of view, but we are taking this point of view where we're like, no, we'll send supplies and stuff, but we won't go to war because we're not getting involved. And that's the same kind of thought process we had to World War II, and we didn't do anything really until Pearl Harbor. So I'm like, are we repeating history nearly 100 years later, 90 years later? I don't know. Look at this shit. There's a missile in somebody's apartment. That's fucking nuts. And it didn't explode. Wait, we have another troll? Hold on. Who's the bootlicker? Who's the bootlicker? Who is it? Who is sucking Daddy Putin's nuts? Because we need to eliminate you from here. One second. We might have to change pace for just a moment. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look up some stuff. Okay? Because we like fact checking here. Let's go ahead and do some fact checking. Yeah? The Russian disinformation fact sheet on Ukraine, because I see it in here. So let's have a chitty chat, shall we? Let's take a look. Okay. So fiction. Ukraine and Ukrainian government officials are the aggressor in the Ukraine-Russian relationship. That's false. We obviously know the occupation of Crimea, controlling armed forces in Donbass, and 100,000 troops on the border. The West is pushing Ukraine into conflict. That is not true. Russia's deployment of combat forces is a mere repositioning of troops in its own territory. Not right. The United States has planned chemical weapons attack in the Donbas area. Not correct. Russia is defending ethnic Russians in Ukraine. There are no credible reports of any ethnic Russians or Russian speakers being under threat from the Ukrainian government. There are, however, credible reports that in Russia-occupied Crimea and in the Donbass, Ukrainians face suppression in their culture and national identity and live in an environment of severe repression and fear. In Crimea, Russian forces Ukrainians to assume Russian citizenship or lose their property, their access to healthcare, and their jobs. Those who peacefully express opposition to Russia's occupation or control face imprisonment on baseless grounds, police raids on their homes, officially sanctioned discrimination, and in some cases, torture and other abuses. Religious and ethnic minorities are investigated and prosecuted as extremists and terrorists. Oh, yeah, so the Ukrainians are bad? Yeah, the Ukrainians are doing shit? Oh, you mean like what the Russians are doing to the fucking Ukrainians and have been doing for some time? And so that's Russian propaganda that you're trying to spew in this fucking chat? I suggest you shut the fuck up. But let's continue. NATO has plotted against Russia since the end of the Cold War, encircled Russia with forces, broken supposed promises not to enlarge, and threatened Russia's security with the prospect of Ukrainian membership within the alliance. And the fact is that NATO is a defensive alliance whose purpose is to protect its member states. It does not aggress. It is not the aggressor. Jesus fucking Christ. The West shuns diplomacy and goes straight to measures like sanctions. In fact, the US and the partners are engaging in intensive diplomacy to resolve the crisis, including directly with the Russian government. President Biden has spoken with Putin twice, and US officials have held dozens of high-level meetings and phone calls with Russian and European counterparts as part of a comprehensive diplomatic effort to resolve the situation peacefully. What remains to be seen is whether Russia is willing to meet its responsibilities as a member of the global community and take steps to de-escalate the crisis it has generated. But we have also made clear publicly and privately that we and our partners will impose swift and severe economic costs on the Russian economy should President Putin choose to further invade Ukraine. And we're on a week now. And here's a bunch of all these sources for where they got the information. So I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. We're going to continue now. What the Russians are doing is wrong. And just like I had some fucking tanky try me on Twitter the other day, who literally ended up, their tweet got reported and deleted, but on Twitter, they literally said, like, death to anyone involved in NATO. And, like, they hope they die and all this shit. So, oh my God, people are, speaking of literally, which 4 minutes ago, someone said the tweet is gone because of my reporting worked on all but one tweet. Russian disinformation is a huge fucking problem, and it's been quite successful the past couple of years, and it's going to fucking stop. I am not in the mood to play these fucking reindeer games with these stupid fuckers anymore. No. No. You are on Ukraine's side, and you are on the side of what is right and just in the world, or you're okay with committing acts of war against people, and you have to stand and defend yourself against having people being murdered senselessly because of a fucking Nazi fucking dictator in Russia who claims that Slovensky, a fucking Jew, might I add, is a Nazi. That's fucking, what the fuck? Whoever the Russian trolls are, feel free to ban them. I don't care. Fuck them. I don't care for them. Their opinions are only around to try and confuse and hurt people. They do not care about lives that are at stake. They don't give a single fuck. Here's my Twitter. Here's the one I'm talking about. I said, hey, at Twitter, does this count as valid threats? They want death to NATO and friends, and I took a screenshot in case they delete or block, but the tweet violated Twitter's rules. So she goes, no, I want death to NATO and friends, enough to support whoever steps up to the task, defending Russia. And this person, Sashin, good person, by the way, engages with this fucking stupid troll. And, you're basically saying it's a good thing that Russia is invading Ukraine. I've been demanding it for 8 years. So you were demanding the displacement of hundreds of thousands of people and deaths of innocent civilians. And might I add, are you okay in the head? Like, come on. And she goes, they chose to ignore their treaty obligations and arm and empower literal Nazis to hunt Russians like by. And I have heard this, that there's this one battalion of less than 1,000 people that are in Ukraine that are not good people. Azov, maybe? Is that what they're called? Azov? Azov? I don't know what they're called. But these people, let them die. I think they're bad. I think they need to be dealt with. But yeah, let them go to war and let them die defending the country. And this is funny. So to follow up on this, how I called them an ignorant tanky, they claim they followed this for 8 years and they are on 5 Nazi hit list, the same fucking troll. But like I said, please observe the following exchange of stupid. And this was with Oz Media. So Oz says, yes, there is. And he shows this image right here. And if you guys don't know, this 3 triangle thing with this laurel, that's like a neo-Nazi sign. Like that's like what the new Nazis are using because the swastika is too, what do they call it? It's too provocative now. So they have to change it up, to hide it. So this is the new symbol. So she responds and goes, remember, this is the girl, 5 Nazi hit list that's trying to kill her. And she goes, so that is what? SS insignia or a swastika? So Oz Media goes, wait, seriously? That's clearly a neo swastika. I thought you've been following this for 8 years and we're on 5 Nazi hit lists, but you can't identify a neo swastika? Dumb bitch. Dumb fucking tanky, whoever's behind it. I don't even know if this is really that person behind it. And then, of course, they're trans as well, but they also follow J.K. Rowling, big anti-trans writer. And then, oh, it's gone. The tweet was deleted by tweet author. Oh, are they gone? They might be gone. Did they block me or? Hold on. One moment. They may have just blocked me. Yeah, they blocked me. No, they didn't. Okay, the tweet was just gone. They didn't block me. Interesting. Well, this may not be a real person. This may just be a troll. But it looks like they've deleted a lot of their Russian propaganda, but they did. You guys saw in the screenshots, they did not have the Russian flags. Now they do put the Russian flags in their thing. In their name thing. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, yeah, tweet violated the rules. I reported this tweet, which is still not whatever. But yeah, tweet violated rules. I reported them a bunch of times. But you can see the fight that this person has with Oz Media. And it started over this because we were actually, I forgot what we were doing. Oh, he was helping me put my TV up in my living room. And I saw this and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because this Wendy Rogers is a Arizona state senator. This is US. Okay. And tweets, the European Union is New World Order tyranny and Germany's attempt to rebuild the Third Reich. Like, what the actual fuck? And then, of course, code under here. Here, I thought she'd support the revival of the Reich. So, this person's fucking nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if that person's a goddamn Nazi. But anyway, so Oz has this, and then I think she comments, damn it. And there's Sasha again. Google's a thing, lady. Use it. But no, this shit's real. So let's go to this chain because this will probably show. Yeah, so here's the same interaction I screenshotted earlier. Okay, so here we go. This is the chain. So it's a clown. They deleted it because obviously they probably don't like the attention or don't want more people to report their shit. Because I think this person is spreading a ton of disinformation. And I forgot what they said, but Oz says, please think about what you're saying. Also among that list, you didn't mention the European Union. And they're saying, if you're admitting that institutions were founded by Nazis is a problem for you. Oh my God. Okay. I remember this tweet because he told me about this because he told me to stay out of this. He was like, don't you dare tweet anything about this, Blair. He's like, you shut the fuck up. And I was like, no. But she says essentially that the EU and NATO were created, the CIA and something else are all created and inspired by Nazis. She said they were created by Nazis. And it could not be farther from like easy fucking fact checking truths. But that's what that person starts off with in this, when he just called Wendy Rogers a fucking clown. So yeah, I'm saying that if admitting that institutions were founded by Nazis is a problem for you, then you should accept those institutions are a problem. And he literally goes, except most of them are not. You have a trans flag in your name and you're defending a fascist. I can recognize problems in institutions, but I can also see the good they have within them. Tearing down monumental progression over assholes from 70 years ago is stupid. And she goes, those institutions are giving tanks and missiles to literal Nazis right now on February 28th. Last I checked, right now is not 70 years ago. And yeah, like this person's absolutely off their fucking rocker. Like, I don't know who this person is, but and this person goes, oh my God, or Oz goes, oh my God, you've fallen for Russian propaganda. Holy shit. Use those eyes of yours and please, for the love of God, look beyond. Ukraine has a Jewish president. They're one of the most accepting countries in Europe of Jewish immigrants. I'm like, that is very true. That's very true. And then their response, of course, they deleted it because they're a little fucking bitch. And then, of course, someone tags in and goes, what about Wagner Group and the other Nazi battalions in the Russian military? Seems like you only care when it's a target of Russian imperialism. They go, no, There are no groups in the Russian military flying literal swastikas and using SS insignia. And here is a fucking Russian group with the neo-Nazism. Oh yeah, that tweet they deleted is the original one where they say the thing about that they're on hit lists and they've been following it for 8 years. So they deleted that, so clearly they have not been following it for 8 fucking years. And he shows this, and she goes, you know, so what is this essentially? And he goes, responding like, I thought you were on this shit. I thought you were on this shit. Why do you not know what this shit is? She got real quiet all of a sudden. Let us see. Oh, quiet. I have a job, can only respond to you, but not answer the real question. Fucking tankies. It's true. It's true. It's true. So I think she responds to this. No, she doesn't. She just quiet. Just quiet. Yeah, someone get the clown makeup, clown sounds. You know, the get it. Get it for this person and this person almost alone. Ravenblade. I hope my Belarusian brothers rise against their slaver, Lukashenko. I hate him too. And stand with their Ukrainian brothers. Free Belarus. I hope to God free Belarus too. Because the sanctions they are about to face for what they're off the wall, can I say off the walls fucking Putin ball liquor president? Bad. I hope to God they get rid of him too. I really, really do. I do. So this person, you know, tweet violates Twitter rules. A lot of those are ones I reported. I reported this one, but it hasn't been pulled yet. Maybe it won't be. So yeah, so Oz goes, because she was still defending the Russians, goes, okay, so the genocide of 44 million people is good in your books. Got it. And she goes, that's a ridiculous fabrication. Your imagination is fantastic. 44 million people is the population of Ukraine, by the way. How did you even make that one up? I can't actually figure out how you turned killing 1,000 Nazis into genociding 44 million people. So the argument was, do not support Ukraine because of the less than 1,000 people that are fighting against the Russians are part of the Azov battalion. And they're, you know, I don't like them, but, you know, deal with them. I think they need to be dealt with. But you can't deal with them if Russia takes over the country because everybody will be dead and voiceless. Dead or voiceless. I guess if you're dead, you're also voiceless. But they will be voiceless one way or another. So first step, you have to make sure Ukraine stays free. Then you have to deal with the problem. And she's going, no, because the Azov battalion exists, Ukraine deserves to be invaded. They deserve to lose their autonomous freedom as a country. And fuck them. So Oz just goes, okay, yes, a genocide of 44 million people, so you're good with that. And she's like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, that's exactly what you're fucking saying. That's exactly what you're saying. So I was like, I don't support puppet states being propped up by fascists. They go, cool, so you don't support Ukraine then? It's a puppet state propped up by fascist governments like the US. What the actual fuck? You cannot reason with stupid. And did I report the tweet? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so she then makes this, says that, quote, for Oz Media, which I reported this tweet because I think that's not what he said at all. He goes, a single battalion. I guess we should throw the 44 million people to the fucking wind. The Azov battalion can shove their own ammunition into their skulls, but we shouldn't abandon the people of Ukraine because of that. And I agree with the stance. I don't agree with it. And she just goes, oh yeah, a few Nazis are fine by me. That's not the thing at all. They go, they arm, train, finance, and employ Nazis. It's so simple. I'm like, they don't. And then you can see beforehand this, I reported this tweet for bullying too, because I thought this was really mean. So this person says, boy mode at dad's. Clearly, trans flags, they're trans. Bonus for not shaving for 24 hours to appear more masculine around their father. And they goes, yeah, I still see a woman, no exaggeration. Like, damn, you really just are a cunt all around, an absolute cunt. Like, you fucking bitch. And just weird ass fucking shit. But then it's, oh, you're gorgeous. And there's no talk of Russia. you know, and then suddenly out of nowhere, you know, Russia. What is this? NATO will support member states on its eastern flank after Russia's attack on Ukraine, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said, adding that Russia would pay a bitter price for its aggression. Okay. And restraint from what? Oh, oh God, it's another fight. Stupid fucking fight they're trying. Hold on. We will get to the bottom of this because I do not like this person at all. Bold statement when NATO's been literally training Nazis. It's the same stupid, weird ass talking point that doesn't make any sense, you know? Some people are saying this is always a bot. Some people are saying this may have been a bot. I don't know. Maybe this was someone whose profile got taken over. I don't know. What's their... Okay, they are trans. They are in Quebec. And they've received $157. I will not donate to their cause. I think best of luck. But I cannot support someone who believes that Russia is correct. I think you are utterly fucking stupid. Anyway, we will continue.
My mother told me someday I would.
I think this one's just important. It's sad because these are going to be Russian protesters. And as you know, there's a new law in Russia that if you protest or post things on social media, on the internet, that is not approved by the Russian propaganda media, it's not even a fine anymore. It's jail time, like 20 years jail or something like that. So these images, many of the people you see will probably be in jail for a long time, or we may never see again, if you know what I'm saying.
Goodbye, galleys with good oars and sails to distant shores. Stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer. Steady course for the havens, you many foemen. My mother told me someday I would buy galleys with good oars and sails to distant shores. Stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer. Steady course for the havens, you many foemen. You many foemen. You many foemen.
Vast majority of those people, if caught, and some of them in the photos you see they are caught, we won't probably see them again. Even within their own country, Russians are trying to say this is not right, we don't support this. And all these sanctions and stuff are just now starting to actually hurt Ukraine, but it will hurt the citizens long before it ever hurts the few dickheads at the top. So, something to consider.
I've never been to a war before, so it'd be interesting.
And this British guy is also going to Ukraine to fight.
Why do you want to be a foreign fighter in this conflict?
Well, I guess it's important that we remember that today the war might be in Ukraine, but tomorrow it could be much closer to Western Europe. And I think at the end of the day, there's this huge focus on NATO and EU, but I think humans are humans.
And I agree with that. Humans are humans, and we should be doing things. We should be, you know, if we cannot go to war, we should be donating. We should be aware. We should be fighting disinformation, because the Russians' strongest tool for the rest of the world is disinformation, is to fool us into thinking that they are not bad and that it is in fact the Ukrainians that are bad, so they deserve this invasion, and that Russians are simply purging the bad Ukrainians. It is simply put propaganda, and those that parrot that information have fallen for it. Don't fall for it. Don't be stupid. This I just think is funny because my mom always fucking does this shit. It must be a Slavic thing because press interviews Ukraine President Zelensky's mother. Mrs. Zelensky, the whole world admires your son, Volodymyr, for his bravery and leadership, and you must be proud. And she goes, my other son is a doctor. I don't know if this is true because I have not seen the interview. But I remember, like, my mom was, mom definitely did that. I was like, oh yeah, Mom, I'm running my first business. She goes, oh, well, your sister is a nurse. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. This, by the way, is he's saying the vacuum bomb destroyed a Ukrainian army base in the northeast town of, cannot pronounce the name, killing 70 soldiers. A vacuum bomb is called a thermobaric weapon. It works by taking in oxygen to create powerful high temperature explosions. This essentially is right below a weapon, like a nuclear weapon. Yeah, Sasha, I think everyone else is having okay audio. So you maybe just refresh. It's vacuum bomb, thermobaric weapons below a nuclear weapon. So essentially what it does is when it explodes, right, it essentially is absorbing and taking in oxygen particles. And it essentially steals the air from you in like very simple terms. So if you were near where one of these went off, the oxygen would be gone. You essentially will suffocate. You die from the inside out. And it's very painful. This is not like, you know, you just suddenly are just evaporated and that's it. These things hurt. They are painful. They are pretty much inhumane. And the Russians are using them now. It's not okay. They're using them, and we should do something about that. Because if he's already willing to use these, what is going to stop him from continuing to use these, turn them onto Ukrainian civilians, which he already said he wasn't going to do? Well, he's bombing fucking apartment buildings and children hospitals and nurseries and stuff. So what is stopping this from escalating? And I'm pretty sure that you are. So this is everyone clapping because you can see on the TV screen in the back, there's President Zelensky, and he's there alive still, you know, when almost every day he's like, we might die. And
everyone in the UK be like,
oh dear, I seem to have spotted a cunt. Good day.
I think that's pretty accurate of what to think of. This is the real conflict. It's a joke, but... To be fair, Ukraine did do it better. They did do it better.
Honestly...
Yeah, let's see it. Lots of sunflowers and flags in the chat. We love it. I love it.
I hope every single time Anna Marie Tendler posts pictures of...
Sorry. I'm a fan of Anna Marie Tendler in the whole John Mulaney drama. This is unrelated, but yeah.
Ever wondered what happens to farts if you hold them in?
I thought this was the coolest thing ever. Sorry, this is unrelated to what we're talking about though, but I thought this was so cool. But anyway.
A small wing, a half flash.
I fell in love with...
Oh yeah, making fun of this fucking clown. This fucking stupid headdress dude motherfucker, man. I forgot what his name is. All I know is that he cheated on Jacqueline Glenn, and I like Jacqueline Glenn, and he just continued to fall downhill after that. So yeah, he can rot. That's all I really know about him. But there was the song that Paramore first did, then Machine Gun Kelly covered it absolutely disgustingly. Thank you for the sunflowers. This is perfect. This is what we need to see. Sunflowers everywhere. And then this dude covered it. Or some shit. Oh no, he covered MGK's terrible song. Anyway, all trash. This. So I liked this because I sent this to Oz, because Oz showed me a different way to make ramen like 3 weeks ago or something the way like he makes instant ramen. And so I sent that to him and I said, thank you for sharing your culture with me. He has still not responded to me. He hasn't answered me at all. And I sent that like yesterday. So I think he's mad at me.
After several hours of talking to my friends on both sides, Ukrainian and Russian, and analyzing all the situation right now on 27th, we have come to conclusion that there is a coup brewing inside the Kremlin. By judging on the forces that involved in Ukrainian soil right now, amount of personnel and vehicles.
Wait, Kelly says, do not compare those two entries. The Russian song isn't actually Russian at all. Really? And Russia colonized it. Wow, Russia stole again. How fucking fitting for them, honestly. How fucking fitting.
It seems that one of the factions inside the Kremlin decided to get rid of the forces that are loyal to the Putin himself, so they can move in and change the structure inside the government. Take it as you will. After several hours of talking to my friends on both sides, Ukrainian and Russian, and analyzing all the situation right now on 27th, we have come to conclusion that there is a coup brewing inside the Kremlin.
So there might be a coup.
By judging on the forces that involved in Ukrainian soil right now, amount of personnel and vehicles, it seems that one of the factions inside the Kremlin decided to get rid of the...
Interesting. Putin might be gone.
This is the very first video.
See, God, I don't like this guy. What is his name? Marcus D. Paula? Besides being weird, I know he's paid by Russian, or not Russian. He's paid by Chinese media. And my sister told me that he is a pedophile. I don't know if that's true. My sister said that he may have like texted or something inappropriate with underage girls. I don't know if that's true though. That's hearsay. Let me see. Marcus D. How do you spell his name? D. Paula? Is it true? I cannot find proof of that just on a very initial search, although I know that I don't like him, but I thought he worked for some kind of Chinese company or something. Oh, did he change? There used to be something on his LinkedIn page that I think it led to like some link that showed he was paid by like some Chinese media, but maybe that's not the case. I don't know. Don't care. I just don't. Just all of it, whether it's true or not, just gave me the ick afterwards. So I don't
Of a
like
Ukrainian
this stuff,
drone taking
but
out.
I wanted to see that this was a Ukrainian drone that's taking out part of the Russian convoy now, which I think is quite important to share.
Sick and tired of bitches acting like they wanna know me. Probably in the phony, try to check me, it's a warning. Let's go!
Maybe this time they won't fail at Stalingrad, but I also don't think that the invasion of Russia would really do anything. History memes make me giggle, but it's really not funny. I think I internally chuckled, but that was about it.
And while we're on the topic of Zelensky, we should have known that he was a badass motherfucker.
Yep.
Because if you remember correctly, what President Trump was impeached for the first time was denying $400 million of aid or military whatever to the Ukraine because Zelensky told the president of a nuclear country, of a world power, of the USA, no, fuck you. I'm not going to try to dig up dirt to help you win a stupid ass election. We'll go without the aid. Fuck you, Trump. And now he's turning around and saying, fuck you, Putin. We should have known this guy was hard as fuck.
Really should have. And I think a lot of people forget about maybe Trump's first impeachment and what it meant. Like, Marcus, oh, hold on. Maddie says, Marcus D. Paola grew up in China and speaks Chinese. Does he? Okay. Okay. But yeah, when Trump's first impeachment had something to do with not wanting to investigate like Hunter Biden or something. And he was like, I'm not getting involved in your American fucking politics. And so Trump was like, okay, yeah, then we're going to withhold $400 million of aid to you. Retrospectively, it's all coming together, doesn't it? All the pieces are starting to fit as to what the real intentions were, and it's not good. So you know how some folks say to Ukraine, why is that? Does anybody know? I know, actually, Jay, I know the answer to that, and I know because I've also made the mistake. Now, sometimes I just say it because I just put a the in front of something. I don't know why, but I know I said it in a script and I was corrected, and I had said it once around my dad too, and my dad very harshly corrected me, and he was like, no, you do not say the Ukraine. He's like, you say Ukraine, because the Ukraine is terminology from the USSR. That the territory, when they controlled Ukraine, they controlled the Ukraine. So my understanding is that where it comes from, and some people may not know what that means, but they are not the Ukraine, they are Ukraine, if that makes sense.
A bit of breaking news for you here in the United States. FEMA just updated their website to include readiness for a nuclear attack. And in those instructions, they said practice social distancing and wear a mask.
There you go, guys. In preparation for a nuclear attack, please remember social distancing and a mask during the nuclear fallout. So, that's a thing. This fucking... Okay, I'm gonna be honest before. This made me fucking cry. This TikTok made me cry last night. So Alexandra she lived in Ukraine, ran an animal shelter there. And when the invasion came, she refused to leave her rescue animals behind. Last night, her home was struck by a bomb and she did not survive. This made me cry yesterday. Yeah. That makes me sad. This shit shouldn't have to happen.
If Twitter is a lot more calm and a lot more civil to you in these last few days, it is because Twitter has blocked Russian IP addresses, which means all of the Russian bots that are doing disinformation campaigns are gone. They're no longer supporting anti-vaxxers or Republicans. If Twitter is a lot more...
I found that interesting too.
Shut up!
This is just New York. Raven says, it's important to sympathize with the Russian conscripts. They are being lied to and now have their families and lives threatened. But to the heartless murderers, sunflowers. Right. And I know that's something we mentioned early on in the stream. Hi, Kusawus. I know that's something we mentioned earlier, that a lot of these Russian soldiers are kids. They are, 19-year-olds, and they were told they're doing training exercises at the border. And while they were training, their information of what they're supposed to do changed. And suddenly, in the middle of it, they find out they're actually not training, but they are invading. They didn't have a choice in this. That's, I think, something that a lot of people think is that these many of the soldiers are doing this and like, oh, we love it and it cheers to Mother Russia and everything. And they don't want to. They're just kids who just thought they were doing training, and they're scared and they want to go home. And I cannot blame them. How could you blame them? How could you blame them? It's so sad. So that is a very important thing to remember. Thank you, Raven, for bringing that up. I feel bad for the person with the animal shelter and animals. Me too. Again, she did not have to die. She didn't have to go.
Okay, let's talk about Belarus and Russia. Belarus held an election today where they passed a referendum that would allow them to get their nuclear weapons back from Russia. It also allows their despotic leader to stay in power until 2035. In response to this, the Prime Minister of Lithuania proposed that Belarus also be cut off from SWIFT. A group of friendly hackers took out communications for the Belarus railroad system and for their Ministry of Communications. The EU is now banning imports from Belarus of core products like tobacco, wood, and mineral oil. The EU is also sending fighter jets that should be landing in Ukraine for use within the hour. Germany has significantly upped their military support for Ukraine, and even Switzerland has jumped in to sanction Russia and Belarus. Things are not looking too good in Russia either, where Putin dispatched his riot police to arrest and beat up protesters. The Russian stock market will open in about 5 hours and is expected to collapse. And in kind of funny news, a Ukrainian crew trashed the yacht of a Russian oligarch. They say they regret nothing. Okay, let's talk.
I am lost. This is apparently in Washington, D.C. today. People were rallying for Ukraine. Code says if you go on r/Ukraine, you can see some of the interviews with Russian POWs about how they were tricked and lied and don't want to be in Ukraine. I believe it. I know I've seen little bits of it here. And you're right, Belarus will have to answer for its complacency. No, Belarus will have to answer for it literally being complicit. I have something that's going to come up here where he literally shows out the battle plan maps, the Belarus president, on their TV, and it's recorded. And they even show future invasion points on the map too, where they plan to continue. Let me see.
Get up, cocksuckers. Salute the flag. Get up, everybody. Get up. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure you had a...
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of surprised the CIA hasn't offered this guy a job at this point, given how effective he's been at destroying Russian morale, military, and economy. Like, love him or hate him, this numbskull has done more in the past 5 days than any U.S. government agency has accomplished in 70 years of counterintelligence.
What you're seeing here is the result of Ukrainian civilians burning a Russian anti-aircraft system in the Kherson region after it became...
The Ukrainian people are so strong for stuff like this. This is incredible.
Ukraine update. I have an amazing video to show you right now that appears to be Ukrainian civilians stopping a Russian convoy with their bare hands. Now watch this video. You're going to see a Russian soldier shoot into the air to disperse the crowd. They don't leave. Then they get in front of the truck and literally start pushing against it. This is the most amazing thing. Now what they're chanting is fascists go home. You'll hear them say over and over again. These people blow me away.
Look at this. They don't care. They say, fuck you. Oh yeah, this is not related to Ukraine.
Is why I'm gay.
No.
I love Alluring Skull. Such a wonderful human.
That's actually why I'm bi. Did you know that anybody can have boobs? Men, women, non-binary people. Everyone can have boobs. You're not gay because you're a misogynist. You're a misogynist who happens to be gay. I don't know if you've ever heard of this concept, but you can, like, not be attracted to women and not be a misogynist to them.
Captured Russian soldiers say...
Oh yeah, someone is going, this mystery mission 07. Can we see evidence backing Raven's comment? Well, what do you know? I guess here it is right now.
They were lied to by Putin. In recent videos, Ukraine officials parade around Russian soldiers, and in some of the videos you see Russian soldiers say they were told they were going to do military exercises on the border, but they were shocked when they discovered they were going over the border to invade Ukraine. Captured Russian soldiers.
There's many videos, and like Coded post in the chat, if you go to r/Ukraine, there's many interviews as well with Russian soldiers who said they were tricked and did not want to go to war, and that this is not what they signed up to do. So this is totally just don't know what she's saying, but she's apparently giving instruction how to start up abandoned Russian equipment. Just badass.
Включаем массу, оба генератора. Теперь втыкаем обогатитель. Опа. Следующий у нас стартер. Все, завелся. Предохранители. Раз, два, три, четыре. А теперь фары и обдув стекла. Нажимаем сцепление. О! И включаем первую скорость.
So there you go.
So I've seen this exact argument repeated by many people lately. And what they're all claiming is that Ukrainians have been killing Russian speakers in Donetsk and Lugansk for the past 8 years. However, this claim is actually...
This one goes for all the fucking Putin ballsack lickers that are hiding in the chat that we keep banning. This one's for you.
Not new at all. Putin has been repeating this since at least 2015. And 2 weeks ago, Russian ambassadors have even circulated a document at the UN claiming Ukraine is exterminating civilian population. But independent observers found no evidence whatsoever of such claims. Putin is just using this fake genocide narrative for political reasons, which is best explained in this brilliant illustration. Yep. So I've seen this exact...
Oh no, it's propaganda. It's not like that's what the fuck we said, but okay. Like, come on now. This is beautiful too. Let's get some sunflowers in the chat. And this too. Normalize calling American billionaires oligarchs.
5,000 Russian contract servicemen righted in the city of Belgorod and refused to go to fight in Ukraine, reports Obozrevatel. This is what I've been saying. Russian soldiers are going to start to revolt. 5,000
And they should be revolting. They're fighting a war that they don't want to fight. They were lied to about the terms in which they were brought out there. They should not be fighting. They don't need to fight.
Belarus is invading Ukraine. The president of Belarus has claimed that his people will not be fighting with Ukrainians. Article published 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1st of March. While just an hour and a half later, 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1st of March, Belarus forces have been sighted in Ukraine, Chernihiv area. By no means this should come as a surprise at this point. French president has called president of Belarus Russia's slave and an accomplice in their war crime, while at the same time Belarus has been sending countless rockets at Ukraine. I am half Ukrainian, half Russian, born in Ukraine, live in America. All of my family is still in Ukraine. If this video finds you, please share it as much as you can. This information is not available to everybody. Belarus is invading Ukraine.
Belarus will have to answer for their actions. And again, I believe the people of Belarus, most of them are good folks who do not want this to happen. And yet their fucking crazy government dictatorship is also going to have to face retribution for this. Kelly, I'm going to go for now. Thank you for doing this stream. You are one of my favorite creators, and it means a lot to me that you're bringing attention to this. Of course. Thank you for being here today. Please, just don't fall for disinformation. These are Russians. They don't want to die. They're surrendering and walking away. This is not what they wanted. Look at this. They'd rather live. What, can you blame them? I cannot. Switzerland breaking its neutrality?
So that just sent me down a rabbit hole because I had no idea that Switzerland's neutrality went back a half a millennia. Officially, it's only been about 200 years, but, like, the last time they've taken a side in a war was, like, 1515, 1516. Do you know what was going on in 1515 and 1516? Henry VIII was still married to Catherine of Aragon. He was going to be married to her for almost 20 more years. His first daughter, Mary Tudor, the cousin of Queen Elizabeth I, was born in 1516. 3 of the 4 namesakes of the Ninja Turtles were still alive. Donatello died in 1466. Martin Luther wasn't going to start the Reformation for 2 more years. Like,
the point she's making is just how significant and how far back in time it has been since Switzerland has not been neutral. This is huge. These are big.
I knew it was a big deal. I didn't know it was this big of a deal. Like, if you've screwed up so bad that a country that hasn't taken a side in a war since before the Reformation takes the side that is not yours, you screwed up.
Hey, Colt 45, you're in.
And of course, I have to talk about American politicians that are fucking corrupt, because we have to do some actual cleaning. Marco Rubio receiving a $1.5 million campaign donation from a Russian oligarch-linked firm is sadly unsurprising.
In a cult. Baby, you're in a cult.
Raven says, if you've never seen the lyrics of the Ukrainian anthem, go look it up. It's hard in a good way. Perhaps, but not today, most likely.
You're in a cult.
Oh, and for those bringing China up, China has even told Russia, like, hey, this is not a good idea. Don't do this. Don't do it. Like, even China's not on your side. Even China's like, hey, like, can you please don't do this? Like, you fucked up.
Could you imagine messing up so bad that Switzerland has to sanction you? Switzerland. As in we all say, I'm Switzerland. I'm neutral. Can't say that anymore, y'all. Could you imagine messing...
Now that the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is over $2,000.
Sorry, I like to clown on the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I fucking hate that bag. Anyway.
Now that the Louis Vuitton Neverfull...
I used to own that bag and I hate that bag. I had that bag many years ago. I think I literally had this exact one too, the brown with the red. I hate it. Hi. Hi, Casper. Hi, Beanbag. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he just wants his ears scratched.
This is Smart Glass.
I just think that's cool.
Is this my house?
I love this
Entry,
audio.
Please. He is my neighbor, Nur Sultan Tuliakbay. He is paining my assholes. I get a window from a glass, he must get a window from a glass. I get a step, he must get a step. I get a clock radio, he cannot afford.
Great
success.
I love the audio. Me and my sister quote that to each other all the time.
Entry, please.
Here, this is, I forget the guy at top with the beard, whatever, but below is one of the interviews of one of these. Look how young he is. He is basically a child. This is probably like a 17, 18, 19-year-old. Look at him, how young, and what he's going to say.
Город Белгород. Ночью подорвали, сказали садиться в машину по колоннам и следуйте за колонной.
Так. Дальше.
Мы доехали до границы, мы спросили у командира взвода, что мы делаем на границе. Он нам ничего не ответил, сказал, едьте дальше за колонной. Мы поехали дальше за колонной, доехали до города. На Кольцевой мы потеряли колонну.
Какого города?
Первого, самого ближайшего.
Какая территория?
За границей уже.
Территория какой страны?
Украина.
Вы с какой целью сюда ехали?
Мы не знаем.
Задача ваша какая?
Не знаем задачи, не знаем цели. Нам вообще ничего не доводилось.
Что ты хочешь сказать?
Я хочу сказать то, что мне нужно ехать на Украину. Ехали на учения.
They're not even told. They're being tricked. They're being tricked. This is terrible. This one also made me cry, for the record. I don't know if I should play this one. These are text messages that are between a mother and her Russian child that was tricked into war. I will play this, but I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to take a break because I might cry. And I'm going to go to the bathroom and then I'll come back after this because this one was really hard to hear it kind of sung and in English. I'm telling you now, this one's not going to be easy to listen to. So here we go.
Mama, I didn't sign up for this. This ain't something I can dismiss. I don't like the way my uniform fits. Mama, this is so hard. Mama, we're hitting everyone. Remember, I'm still your sweet son. I don't wanna be wielding this gun. Mama, this is so hard. I thought things were good, but this ain't right. No one said the people would fight. I don't blame them for laying down their lives. Mama, this is so hard. Mama, your prayers are what we need. There's bodies and casings at my feet. I signed up to be a soldier. Now I just want peace. Mama, this is so hard. Mama, this is so hard.
I will be going to the bathroom. I just have a couple sniffles that I need to deal with, and I will be right back. had to go to the bathroom, and yeah, that was I think it's important because, you know, a lot of us maybe don't understand exactly what's being said. So when it's translated to English and then it's put in place so articulately, I think it becomes much more impactful. So I think it's still important to know. If you see the comments, the one underneath his name was Lasha. His mom was worried that he hadn't messaged her for so long at practice, and his dad had asked if they could send him a package. So I believe these are the same ones from the texts that were read in Ukraine. So we will continue now. I will not replay this song because I know it was hard. It's hard for everybody.
A lot of you asked for more affordable recommendations, so here's...
First, we are shutting down the EU airspace for Russians. We're proposing a prohibition on all Russian-owned, Russian-registered and Russian-controlled aircraft. These aircraft will no more be able to land in, take off, or overfly the territory of the European Union. This will apply to any plane, owned, chartered, or otherwise controlled by a Russian legal or natural person. So let me be very clear. Our airspace will be closed to every Russian plane, and that includes the private jets of oligarchs too. Second, in another unprecedented step, we will ban in the European Union the Kremlin's media machine. The state-owned Russia Today and Sputnik, as well as their subsidiaries, will no longer be able to...
Hold on, I just saw in the chat. Yoru, Sweden announced 4 Russian military fighters have breached Swedish airspace. I, for the love of God, hope that is not true. Let me take a look. Russian fighter, Swedish airspace. Please, for the love of God. Oh no. 4 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago. This just happened. Oh no. Oh no. From Reuters. 4 Russian fighter jets briefly violated Swedish airspace over the Baltic Sea on Wednesday, the Swedish Armed Forces said in a statement. In the light of the current situation, we view this event very seriously, it said on its website, adding the violation had been brief and took place east of the Swedish island of Gotland. People say war is coming, but war is already here. It's just a matter of time, is what it feels like. Mercenary Chef says, I advise anyone who needs to talk to someone about the feelings that this situation has invoked in you. While helping the people of Ukraine push back the invasion force is important, do not neglect yourself and seek help if you need it. And please do. You have to remember, maybe this is something I should mention, and my dad told me, my dad is ex-military, retired. He said normally images and things you see of war were limited only to soldiers, and soldiers had the PTSD, and that's why war was so tough and why the soldiers came back hollowed, because they saw parts of war that you don't see. But now in the social media era, we can see everythand because it is no longer just military footage that is being sent to the, you know, to troops and then curated for news media. Everyday citizens, everyday people can post anything to the internet. And we have a range and a scope of vision unlike anything we've ever seen before. And it is okay that you are uncomfortable and that you are scared. And to a degree, I wonder if it is right and that you should be scared, because these are scary things, and it's scarier when you can actually see them for yourself. So thank you, Mercenary Chef, for the $50 super chat. Thank you for reminding everybody that as well. It's okay to not be okay right now. As for this, like you are saying in the chat, Sweden is not part of NATO. However, you have to think about, you know, what they're doing and how they're, because I like some of you are saying, I think this is a provocation. I think this is a jab. This is a, oh, look how close we are. Look at how close we are. And I don't think that this is done without merit. I'm very fearful that more countries are going to be involved. And I hope I'm wrong, but I am fearful that this will become a world war. It is almost, as it stands, a world war. But I hope I'm wrong. But then shit like this, it's just closer and closer, closer and closer and closer. Jesus Christ. This is the UN saying that all of the Russian, if you own it and you're Russian, it's not coming. You don't get to use it in EU space. This, however, is funny. Ukrainian farmer is taking away a tank with a truck.
Молодці!
And Ace Graham is correct. People on Twitter are doing the like for Ukraine, retweet for Russia, and it's disgusting. And it is. And it is. The fact people are making light of such a very serious situation is disturbing. I don't know if I liked the video to maybe talk about it later. Let me see if I can find the user, because I ended up looking up this user, because maybe I should show you this TikTok user, because it was that profoundly disturbing to me. I'm looking on my phone right now. Give me a second. I would like to see my searches. I think I found her. Yes, I found the TikTok user that I was looking at earlier that I thought was just absolutely out of touch, disturbing and disrespectful. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull TikTok up on my other screen really quickly. And
oh no, we're all gonna
stop it. And then I am going to look up the account. The account name is someone called Angel Stokes 5. Angel Stokes 5. Because this person, when I looked them up last night, gave absolutely zero fucks about what they were doing. Oh God, they put up a PSA and it sounds like they're being a little bitch. So I want to show you this shit because people like this piss me the fuck off. So I believe this is them, but this is what they legitimately put on the internet. I hate this.
I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up. You shut up.
This is so ignorant to me. You're trying to make a joke about something that is not funny at all. When my kids ask me what's for dinner, but World War III is approaching, quickly let me sit in the bathtub with a pot on my head and some Nerf guns. No, it's not Angel from last stream. Not that Angel, a different Angel. I'm not having good luck with people named Angel. They all seem to be the most ironically named. And it's, am I the only one who feels this way? Sideways laughing till I'm crying emoji. FYP. I tried it, I prime it. World War III. Pray for Ukraine. Pray for us. And then the top comment that she responded to. This better go viral. I felt it was pretty relatable at the time. I hate this shit. I think this is incredibly disrespectful. I don't see anything funny about this. Maybe I'm just too I don't know, stern in stance, but I don't think this is appropriate. And if you look at stuff as, I wouldn't joke about this. We are all scared. Ukrainian people don't deserve this. I'm Russian, and a lot of us do not agree with what our president is doing. Peace and love. I can't even think straight. I'm so freaked out. This is hilarious. She doesn't respond to anything unless it's hilarious. And the fear is real. Oh my God. Like, this is a joke. This is a joke to this fucking person. Look at the way they comment. Can relate. I'm terrified, but I have a child. All you can do is be brave. Sending prayers. Don't send your fucking prayers. Just think more than that for once in your life. Donate to a cause that is out there or get your ass out there. It's not that hard. I feel this in my soul. Must have been Googling bunkers. Same. And the cost of moving to safer countries. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't think anyone in today's world is ready for one. We're all spoiled for real. She must be speaking about herself in that one. Very relatable, says user 284486844769. I think this is, I don't know. Maybe I'm upset at this for no reason whatsoever, but I think this is, I think this is horrific. I don't think this is appropriate at all. This is gross. And then we look at the other person's fucking shit. This is what they post after that. This is when your kid adds another dish to the sink. Oh, life is so hard. And this one.
I don't clean, but let me.
Just, I belong in the kitchen. Finding out they're drafting women for World War III. Oh my God, life is so hard for me. Well, I have to become a trad wife now. Like, dude, this is so out of touch. This is gross. This is disgusting. I don't know who the fuck this person thinks they are, but I think they're sick. I think they're stupid. I think they're out of touch, and I think they're callous, and I think this is disrespectful to anyone who's actually having to deal with this. Like, who the fuck is this piece of shit, honestly? All right, what's her PSA?
The pink hair troll who tried to call me out on my war video. First of all.
Oh, this is her PSA. Only one comment. People are ridiculous, but love your response. Your negativity is dismissed. All right, let's hear what this fucking leftover of a human being has to say, because apparently a serious war, we should be able to meme it because you have the privilege of not being involved in it. Therefore, you can just make fucking jokes. So let's hear what her dumb fucking ass has to say.
This video is for the pink hair troll who tried to call me out on my war video. First of all.
Pink haired troll, I bet you she votes for Trump. Like, right off of that one sentence, this bitch probably voted for Trump.
Second of all, I never even thought this video would go viral. I'm literally from a very small town, so I never thought that the entire world would see. But since it did, and you'd like to call me out, I'd like to address it. I only watched the video one time before I blocked you, so I'm not really sure of everything that you said.
So she's trying to call out whoever this pink-haired troll is, right? And she's like, I mean, who the pink-haired troll is? And she's like, I only watched it one time, so you didn't actually take the care to look into that person's account, look into their claims, look why this is infuriating. You just go, I'm just going to respond because I'm privileged. So fuck you.
But one of the things that you did mention was the fact that I hated my country, and I shouldn't because we're so privileged.
You are privileged. You have the privilege of doing something like this. Do you not understand? She must actually be stupid. Also, the screenshot's really good. This is a good representation of her, just ugly and attention seeking.
It's like you hate my country because we're so privileged. And everybody really wants to talk about how much Americans do not care for Ukrainians and that we are selfish.
Yes, the TikTok you made is selfish. It is absolutely selfish. It's stroking your ego. You care nothing about the Ukrainian people. The only thing you cared about was, oh my God, this will get views. I didn't know it was going to get views. Is that why you put it on a social media app publicly so that it could be publicly seen? Is that why? Spiders in her eyes, the spider lashes. It's probably unique. I could see her peddling MLMs, but that's a different story. Let's continue.
But let's keep in mind that if you do your history research, Ukraine is not a NATO country, which means everything, the $350 million that our president, which I hate.
Oh, she is a Trumpy. To be fair, I don't like Biden either, but to say that you hate a president and this is how you approach it, yeah, she's a Trumpy. Fuck this whore. Let's go.
As sent over to Ukraine, we didn't have to.
So she is in agreement that we should not be funding anything to help Ukraine. Because again, she's small-minded. She does not understand that it's not going to stop with Ukraine. They're going to keep going. Oh my God, this bitch is so stupid.
But we're not talking about that. What we are going to discuss, though, is the fact that you say I'm disgusting because I post this video for Ukrainians to see when they really are over there starting this war.
Did she just say the Ukrainians started the war? Hold on. No. Is she that stupid? She did not say Ukrainians started this war when Russia invaded her. Like, Russia invaded the country of Ukraine. Hold on.
That our president, which I hate, has sent over to Ukraine.
Let's hear
we
this.
Didn't have to. But we're not talking about that. What we are going to discuss, though, is the fact that you say I'm disgusting because I post this video for Ukrainians to see when they really are over there starting this war.
This bitch, this dumb bitch, actually said that Ukrainians started this war. A war that Russia started by invading. Interesting, something went wrong. Let's see. No bio. She won't post any of her social media. Angel Stokes 5. Let's just take a look if she's on Twitter. I'd like to have a word with her. Angel Stokes 5. Not on Twitter. Maybe Instagram. She seems like the type that would put her nasty ass lashes on Instagram. Angel Stokes 5. There is an Angel Stokes 5 on Instagram. Kind of looks like her, but I can't tell. I don't think this is her. I don't think this is her. I'm not normally one for doxing, but who's got a TikTok? No, we're not doxing. We're not doxing anybody. No. But let's continue to hear what other brilliant, what other brilliant words might come out of her mouth. Oh my God. Let's hear.
But you don't want to talk about the fact that you took the time out of your day to screen record my post it to your platform for it to circulate the entire globe twice. And then want to say I did it for views. But you're the influencer here, not me.
Do I need to explain why this was stupid? Probably banned from Twitter because of MAGA propaganda. Honestly, you're probably right, Mercenary Chef. You're probably right. Absolutely right.
Because if you check my previous TikToks, you'll see that I'm a nobody. I ain't shit on this app.
You know you are, and maybe you should keep it that way, honey, especially with faces like this. Look at this bird-ass motherfucker.
So for somebody who cares about Ukrainians seeing this video because they are in war, why would you post it to your platform?
Why would you post it is the bigger question, honey. You put it out there. Now people are just commenting how fucking stupid you are and you don't like it. And this is the response video with your negativity is dismissed. The gall on this thing.
And then on top of it, you don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've
been through in my small town. You don't know that one time I did not make the volleyball team and then I had to sell Mary Kay cosmetics. You don't know my pain. Okay, this war, it's nothing. Do you know how many coats of unique mascara it takes to make these eyelashes look like proper spiders? Do you know? The pain, it is nothing. This war is nothing compared to these spider lashes. Like, shut the fuck up, you privileged bitch. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. You guys are right, these crazy eyes. Like, this woman is unhinged. Absolutely unfucking hinged. Oh, she's probably on Trump's social media network. Isn't that called like Truth Social or something? Ugh.
See, you don't know the losses I've had. You don't know shit about me.
The losses you've had from what? Losing money in MLMs? Like, go off.
But instead, you want to post me to your platform and dog me and talk shit about me.
Honey, we don't have to talk shit about you. You did it all on your own. And this response, not helping.
And that, my friend, is what is disgusting.
I bet her daddy got her a truck. A red truck instead of a blue truck. Her life was ruined. It was. When my daddy got me a red truck instead of the blue truck, how was I supposed to tell my second, third cousin that I've been dating and falling in love with? How the hell was I supposed to tell them life was tough? So of course I had to go on to the ticker talkers and I had to post a video with a pot on my head saying how hard life is. Y'all don't understand. I didn't put this shit publicly on a public platform because I wanted it to be public. I just put this video on a public platform because it's private. Fucking dumbass.
Disgusting. Because the people who really do know me know that I meant no harm when
The people who really do know me know that I mean no harm because I'm harmless. Look at my name. It's Angel. It's not Lucifer from the devil. Shut up.
I posted that video. But you, on the other hand, do not know me. You don't know a thing about me. But instead, you get on your TikTok and you want to talk shit.
You get on your TikTok and you want to talk shit. I'm sorry.
And post about me. And you want to mention my kid. So I just want to say that just because I posted this video doesn't mean that I don't give a shit about Ukraine. Just because you posted a video.
Just because I posted this video and when you upload a TikTok, it shows you popular hashtags to use so that you can go viral. And if we go ahead and look at that, we're going to go ahead and see that for this very video posted 13 hours ago from Miss Angel Stokes 5. She used hashtag FYP for you page, FYP with the smiley face, hashtag pray for Ukraine, because that's a popular hashtag and I definitely want this to be seen, even though I don't want this to be seen. World War III, negative energy, and goodbye fungi challenge, because this definitely has to do with the fungi challenge. And that's why I'm hashtagging it. It's because not because I want it to be seen, because I'm not an influencer. I'm a nobody, as she stated. But I'm just posting this publicly to a public platform. Like, do you hear yourself? Do you see your actions? Your words are stupid and your actions speak far louder than anything that's coming out of your rancid mouth.
Talking shit about me does not mean that you give a shit about Ukraine. So with that being said, you can say whatever you want about. You can post whatever you want about.
Okay, she said we can post and say whatever we want about her. So there we go. We have full rights. There we go. Thank you, crazy TikTok lady, Angel Stokes.
But just know that tonight, when I lay my pretty little head down to sleep, thank you for calling me pretty, by the way, I'm going to pray.
I did not call you pretty.
For Ukraine and all of the people over there who really are going through this war, because I do care and my heart breaks for them.
I do care and my heart breaks for them. That's why instead of taking this seriously, I'm making jokes because it's so serious when I lay my little pretty head down. Can we get an amen from the audience? Can we get an amen in the chat, please? Amen. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Because my pretty little head gonna be laying down tonight because I can sleep peacefully in my bed without worrying that a missile is gonna come through my trailer tractor house. Hallelujah. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, what the fuck?
But I'm also gonna pray for you, because instead of saying, hey,
oh, I'm gonna pray for you because I'm a good Christian woman. Yes, I am. I make jokes about political situations. Shut up. Can I be done with this accent? She is so stupid.
hey, maybe this girl didn't realize what she was doing. And making a video and just putting your own 2 cents in, you want to be condescending and slander me.
Baby, there's nothing slanderous about it. There is not a damn thing slanderous about saying that your TikTok was inappropriate. Inappropriate. Exactly. Bless her heart. I learned that one from a Southern friend of mine. Bless your heart is not a compliment. Pretty little head, not a compliment. You've been insulted. You insulted yourself, you dumbass.
Maybe that's something you should think about next time that you post somebody else to your platform.
Do you see this, the way she like attacks the camera? Ugh. And she's got children. Children have to deal with that.
Yeah, you don't know. This.
So that's Angel Stokes. Let's see what else she's got going on. Oh, she says I belong in the kitchen. Yeah. She doesn't. She's at least got a real job somewhere where it snows. And I bet she pulled this all off because of whoever duetted her. So now what I want to find is who duetted her. Who is this pink or purple haired troll that she called out? Because I need to go know who this was. Now it seems like a lot of people are calling her out. Is this who?
I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
This must be a duet. Oh, hey, pink haired troll. This must be her. Shit show Barbie. Let's go, baby. Let's see what she's got to say.
Wow. You know, I've got to hand it to you. You really went the extra mile on this one, didn't you? You know, getting in the tub and everything. It took a lot of effort, but not as much effort as it takes a fucking Ukrainian to fucking flee their country.
Yep.
And definitely not as much effort as it takes a Ukrainian to defend their country.
Yes,
you see,
ma'am.
while they're over there fighting for their fucking life, you and I live in America. And as much as you may not like it here, we gotta look at the facts, ma'am. You realize our country is a continent, you know, minus Canada and Mexico. We have an ocean on either side of us. The threat of war coming to America is incredibly slim. You need to face the facts and realize that although you may hate America because of its government, you know, you might be, you know, hating Biden right now. You live in one of the most privileged countries in the world.
We do.
Your kids have the privilege of never learning about war until you tell them about it. Do you think the kids in Ukraine had that chance? A 6-year-old died after a bomb hit her house. Did she have that chance? No. You're disgusting for making this about you and your kids and how they're not going to be able to eat because World War III is imminent in America. Here's a thought. Maybe what you could do is imagine yourself in that situation and maybe have some fucking compassion. Oh, wait. You're too selfish for that.
This is the video that triggered her. And they like to say liberals and leftists, you guys are sensitive little snowflakes. There's nothing triggering in this video. They are really fucking triggered little snowflakes for people who claim everyone else is a triggered snowflake, I must say.
As much as you like to believe that you're the loving, doting mother that you are, you took something as serious as a possible world war and made it about you and how you cannot cook them dinner because you're too scared.
Straight
I hope
up.
one of these days when you lay that pretty little head down on one of your pillows at night that you realize how fucking shitty you are.
Amen, sister.
You're like the genital wart on the taint of America. We don't want you or your opinions. Have the day you deserve.
Oh my god. That was incredible. The genital wart on America. Oh my god. Have the day you deserve. Yes, ma'am.
Which is obviously a shitty one. Bye.
Damn. So that must be the video that she's all like, look at this too, by the way. 276 views, 69 views. She's the one with the bigger voice and she's like, you're the influencer and I'm not. Is she actually psychotic? Is she not, you know what? She is a Trumpy, so she may not understand numbers. So let's I mean, maybe this girl has a slightly larger following or something. Like, let's see what the deal is. So Shitsuro Barbie has 17.1 thousand followers. And this Angel, Angel in name only, has 238. So yeah, so this gal has more followers, but it seems that she typically just reacts as a whole. And good. Don't slide in my DMs. Thank you, Barbie. Oh, she's live right now. Wonder what she's doing. Let's say hi.
Well, no, but I'm not going to talk about bullshit when I'm in a fucking casino.
Oh, she's in a casino right now. Nice. Oh, it's buffering. I'll just say great video about Angel. Great response to Angel. What the fuck is this troll's name? Angel Stokes. There we go. It is buffering so hard. I don't know if we'll be able to hear her. Damn. Hold on. I'm gonna try and respond or
misappropriate enthusiasm. Typically they are. I thank you, Illuminati. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yay! Okay.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Hi, Bearded Borderline. How are you?
All right. Good on her. And fuck this lady. Oh no, she's an Aquarius. We don't claim her. What? Okay, I thought this was her too. And I was like, what in dear God's name? So this is Angel Stokes chick. I think this was a good distraction. But it looks like she doesn't have many TikToks. This one blew up. And I mean, even look at the way she's like screenshotted it or whatever. Like, it screams privilege. Screams privilege. Anyway, we're going to move on from people who don't deserve any more time and energy and move back to talking about what is going on in the world where it actually matters, because this woman clearly only thinks about things from the viewpoint of sitting in her bathtub with her kids' Nerf guns. So let us continue.
Majority of you are overweight, on drugs, didn't graduate,
can't shoot, can't run, can't swim, can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never gonna make it. I don't want to make it. I just wanna.
Majority of you are overweight, on drugs, didn't.
Even Switzerland is sanctioning us. And yeah, I am an Aquarius. I'm a January Aquarius. I'm not a February Aquarius, but yeah, I'm an Aquarius. I think I'm a cusp with, what is it, Capricorn? But I'm an Aquarius.
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think
I'm okay with this because Putin does not, he's very, hyper masculine, right? And we don't like the gay folks, LGBT stuff, get fucked, we'll arrest you if you're gay, whatever the fuck. So I don't mind this kind of meme because it personally hurts his feelings.
I think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. Is it me?
Him. He doesn't like looking like this, so let's do it.
I don't think I'm the drama.
So these people trying to fight a woman's right to having an abortion.
Guys, I really urge you to watch this video because this is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. For the past couple of days, I've been trying to translate Russian state media news into English, and I have just logged in to see the page of the main news outlet that has been spreading this false information in Russia. To see this page. This is incredibly, incredibly important. This reads, "Dear citizens, we urge you to cease this insanity and please don't send your husbands or your sons to a surefire death. Putin is forcing us to lie and is risking all of our lives. We have been isolated from the entire world. In several years, we will be under the same regime as North Korea. And for what? So that Putin can make the history textbooks. This is not our war, and we hope we can stop him." In my previous video, I have mentioned that we have not been allowed to disclose how many deaths occurred in Russia. And while from other news we know they are in the thousands, this have not been confirmed and is actually being actively denied by the Russian government. They have now posted 5,300 Russian deaths killed in Ukraine in the past 4 days. They go on to say that this message will be deleted, that we will be fired and we will go to jail. But we can't handle this anymore. The letter signed as journalists from Russia, anonymous. Guys,
and you know that those journalists are probably going to be detained or, you know, much worse. I think this might just be a good place to stop. We've been streaming now for over 2 hours. I keep saying I might stream later in the night and do something not political, just play a game or something so we can try to unwind a lot of the emotions that are wound up in us. But I think this is a good place to maybe end the stream for today. There's a lot of information. There's so much more I can go and talk about. But I think for today, this is a good stopping point. We didn't even get to all of it. These are just videos from 2 days ago, and I have a whole week's worth of these types of TikToks of just all this information coming in about what is happening and around the world and everything. So again, please make sure you, if you can, donate to Sunflower of Peace or any other type of organization. Please, if you can't, I think it is almost unreasonable to ask you to just go to Ukraine to fight. Especially if you're in the US, it's hard. It's hard for us to leave. But maybe, you know, even $5 or something, you know, can help. At the beginning of the stream, I donated $500 to Sunflower of Peace. Please make sure, don't try to match me. I'm not asking for any of it. Just do what you can. And if you can't do anything, be aware and use your voice to stop disinformation, because disinformation is also a tactic in war now. So thank you all so much for joining me here today. I know it was not the most pleasant stream, but I think it is a stream that needed to happen. So, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.